Okay, so recently online, we saw some pretty different takes from Giudice.
Yeah, and Bronwyn, Newport, too, around the same time.
Exactly. And in this video, we'll be talking about how they both shared these really contrasting views, mostly about politics and immigration.
So let's maybe start with Giudice's perspective based on the material we looked at.
Oh.
His posts were very much backing Donald Trump and the MAGA movement.
Right. Make America great again. He was pretty vocal.
Very. And not just supporting Trump, but also quite critical of Democrats.
He named specific people, didn't he? Like former President Obama?
Obama, also former Vice President Kamala Harris, and California Governor Gavin Newsom.
And the language was quite harsh.
Yeah, very strong. He apparently called Harris and Newsom full of schleiten douchebags.
And it's interesting context that he himself was previously deported from the U.S.
It is. It adds this sort of personal layer, though his posts were more focused on the wider political alignment, it seems.
And he shared a video as well.
He did, yeah. The material describes it as showing a man explaining why he shifted from Democrat to Republican.
Claiming it was based on his own research.
That's what the man said, yeah. And that he found he agreed with Trump's policies.
And this man in the video also felt the media portrayal of Trump was unfair.
Very much so. He claimed they tried to make Trump look like Hitler, which he called a ridiculous narrative.
Okay, so that's one side. Now, shifting gears completely. Bronwyn, Newport.
Right. Around the same time, her focus was totally different. It was all about supporting immigrants.
And protesters, specifically during those ICE raids in Los Angeles.
Exactly. ICE being Immigration and Customs Enforcement. She shared that meme, didn't she? 5 ways to support.
Yeah, the people who are protecting and protesting immigrants. And what the sources really pull out is her personal connection.
Her own journey to get U.S. citizenship. She was born in Brazil, right?
Mm-hmm. And she talked about it being a difficult, really long process.
And she said she actually did it partly so she could understand it better, you know, to help advocate for other people going through it.
She mentioned something about things meaning the most being worth fighting harder for.
Yeah, exactly. And then apparently after she posted about this,
She got a lot of direct messages.
loads of them, yeah. People sharing their own experiences, describing being persecuted, attacked, treated with exclusionary actions, harassed, and profiled. Really tough stuff.
That sounds intense. And she mentioned getting hate messages herself, too.
She did, containing what she called nasty and untrue stereotypes.
But she was also quite open about her own situation, wasn't she?
Very. Acknowledging her privilege, like having the money and the time, but pointing out that even for her, the process was still a real hardship.
And she used that to highlight how much harder it must be for others.
Exactly. People may be working multiple jobs who don't have easy access to technology for the applications or can't easily get time off work.
Or find the money for applications, translations, maybe lawyers.
Right. All of that. She expressed real admiration for people pushing through all those obstacles.
And her conclusion was basically a call for empathy.
Pretty much. Check your bias, have some empathy, and, you know, look for information from credible sources if you don't understand the issues.